Hi guys, my name is Shelly. Welcome to the bookshop. Tonight I'm just doing flip throughs of some journals I have listed for sale. So this one is inspired by Rachel at ROXY Creations. She had shown an old antique journal that she found at the Italian version of our flea market, and it was so beautiful. So I made this cover with a couple layers of cardstock, and I decoupaged the flower and butterfly onto it and added some old lace. It is, I think, yeah, just over 8.25 by probably 5.5. And there are some, I did the strings coming out the back instead, and then there's some really pretty purple beads on here. I keep wondering about this butterfly. It doesn't really go with the theme, but I thought the color was good, and there was a butterfly there, but it could easily be removed also. Old piece of sari silk with some crocheted lace on it. A little more decoupage on the back. I like to use filigree pieces when I'm wrapping a journal with something like this to strengthen the area where it goes around. So there's one here, and there's one on the front. You can't see it from the front, but it's there. And then let me show real quick some charms. It's just some simple little purple bead with some silver spacers. It's on a bulb pin. This is a real old piece of a bracelet, and these little things, these are glass. And then another little, that's a little doodad from a piece of broken jewelry. That's on a bulb pin. This one is on one of the tiny paper clips, and I've got it kind of tangled in that lace so it doesn't just slide off. This is a simple black pony bead, but this green bead matches the inside really well. You'll see that. And then this is a cameo. Love this little cameo. I actually have several of these. I bought them 20 years ago, and I think it goes perfect with this journal. This journal and the one I just did a flip through were the first time I had ever used black lace, and I really love it, and I think it goes really well with this journal. See how this green matches this doily? I dyed this doily with some inks and made this little pocket from the corner of a, I don't know if it was a, probably not a handkerchief, it looks too thick, but I don't, oh yeah, it was. It had this lace attached, now I remember. Anyway, little flower there, some roses on it, a couple of choices for this book belongs to. And then I've put a lot of really large tags in this book. This piece of lace, before I put the signature in, I put this piece of lace down. And so it went all the way across the back of the book. So you'll see some when we get to the end. It turned out to be a perfect place to tuck some tags. I love this paper too. This is a vintage end papers, I think they call them, for in old books or in books. The first paper that's glued there. And anyway, there's about 8 of these large postcards. They're French, and 6 of them have this music theme and then a different color of flower. And then I put different postcard images on the back. This is French also. So we've got that. We've got one that's lace all sewn around, and then here's one that I made with some decoupaged flowers, and then I stamped the script on there, and I also stamped the little purple dragonfly. I thought he went perfectly, and with the, this is seam binding, the lace kind, but love those colors together. And then this is from a napkin. Matches the napkin that's on the front and back. This is the cover of, what's his name? I'm not going to be able to read it, and I'm not going to be able to remember. Songs of Innocence. And then I glued this, I fussy cut out this bird from a napkin and glued it on there. There's songs of experience, songs of innocence, songs of experience. And, oh, Blake, William Blake. That's who it's from. It's old. The ink kind of smeared a little bit when I decoupaged it, but I actually really like that. So, and then I inked real dark. This book has a lot of torn page edges. This I made from just a piece of like old tablecloth. Cut it out. I've used this actually shape in a couple because I just love that. Lace, decoupage roses on different papers. This is dictionary, and the other one's some printed lace. And then there's these two. There's a lot of lace pockets. A lot of the pockets are made out of lace. This one I reinforced the top edge with a piece of paper, and then I put this lace trim on there. Here's another one of those large postcards. This one has, I think those are violets. And then I fussy cut this flower out and made another tag. Just loving these colors. This is just a little snippet with a bulb pin, and this is a really old heart off of a charm bracelet and some beads. And then here's my thing, the whole alphabet thing. And then this was a sticker. And I've never done this before either. Several different places I put like some sari silk on the spine or lace or something to reinforce it. And it just worked out perfectly. This rose is an exact match almost for that color. So old pages. Most of these pages I made myself from public domain images. I have a book called The Sinus, and I took a lot of pages from that. And then this is just a large tag printed on some of that coffee dyed doily paper. And this is where the cameo is. I kind of messed up on the back and I didn't like it, so I put a flower there to cover it up. But there's some lined paper. This goes under here. This is another, there's two of them that aren't in the theme of the music, 2 or 3. And this was one of them. But they're French and they have the stamp on them. So they add a lot of writing room because a lot of the papers you can't write on. Like this is a book page from December 1852. It's a real book page. So I added that kind of stuff, and I would assume you wouldn't want to write on it. So that's why I made a lot of really large tags. Here's another one, bluebells. And then this is a real postcard, it's a copy of a real postcard that I got from a woman in France when I used to sell religious charm bracelets. So I left the original handwriting on it. I used to sell religious charm bracelets for 10 years on eBay. And I'd buy my medals from France. And she would send me postcards. I love this one with the little birds flying around her head. Parchment paper. This is a page from one of Rachel's Antique Pages kits, or one of her digital kits. And this is some antique lace. And then I made some tags here. I used several like little Victorian die cuts to make tags. This is an old library catalog card. And these are just washi, 3 rows of washi. And this says Grateful Heart. And then you can write on the back. And this one is a collaged napkin. Love the gray color. This gray lace is from Black Beans. That's how I made that gray lace. And see, I did this again here with the pages. I don't remember. I mean, maybe I thought they needed reinforcing. See, there's lace on that side, fabric on that side, pink Sorry silk on that side. And then this is a sticker. And this is pretty cool. I'll leave this like this just for a sec. And if you want to read it, you can freeze it. Whitman. Kind of cool. This too. The black leather. Less formal. In medieval days England. I love this image. And then I put some glittery flowers on there. The color matched. It's like a copper color of glitter. I don't remember where I got that, or if that's do I have some stickles in that color? I don't think so. Anyway, natural history. I think this is the first page, but there's 2 or 3. This is a page 2, and then when you get to the other page, and if you read it, it's the whole story. It's a little kid story, but it's about plants and how they travel and how the seeds. Oh, here it starts. Plant journeys, and it's such a cute story. These pockets, I use the metal for to tuck it in. And this is where I use some of the little die cuts. And then I made these little flora, and then it's got little flower stickers on there, and a little flower on that one with the boot. Isn't that cute? And then here's another one. I'm just layering some lace and a flower and a little sticker, a hand mirror with some gesso book page. And then another one with a sticker. That floor, I didn't plan that. The flora stamp ended up being there, and I purple inked around it, put a flower on it, and they just worked out perfectly, especially to match this. It's funny, because I'm not an artist. I can't think that far ahead to plan this kind of stuff. I love it when it comes together, though. The fact that this purple matched that purple, and that it had flowers, and the word flora was there. Like I said, I didn't plan any of that. I wish I could do that. Rachel Page, this is another one. Some of these have dates, and like this. This is Benedetto, the 14th. This is from another antique book, 18 something. Poetry, Wordsworth. Some more tags that I made. This one I just collaged a couple pieces of paper on the background and then fussy cut a flower and leaves from a napkin. And then I love this napkin. It's so pretty. And then I stamped that corner. And then the little Victorian die cuts, the little cute little girls. I made the pocket from the page. I just folded over part of the page to make this pocket. There's some writing space. This is just an old botanical picture. You could use this as writing space. Here's a couple more tags. This is just like on the book cover. Just did ink script and then decoupaged over it. You can write all the tags or blank on the back. This is Tim Holtz wallpaper. Made this with a paper doily. This is paper doily too, but this is a really old piece. So fancy it is. These two were made with the green painter's paper and player piano music paper. They're all glued together. Neither one of them really work well on their own, so I like to glue it together. These are real pressed flowers on a collage background and a butterfly, and then some Tim Holtz tissue paper, and then dictionary page with a cutout flower. Here's another one. This is a California poppy from my backyard. And then this is that other flower that's, I can't ever think of. It's real popular. And they come out every spring. And it's not the pansy, but the other one. And then another Tim Holtz. I love how these came out. These are pretty with the letters and numbers on them. And then another dictionary page with some napkin on it. And isn't she cute? Fuzzy Cat, the little Victorian girl. Back of that page. This is an old Valentine's Day card I had for years and years. And all of a sudden it came to me to cut the back off. And I think it was written on. And just tape it in there. So it could be like a little flip up. I thought that was real cute and worked out real well. This is a photograph. I don't know if you can see it, but if you can, there's blue, this blue kind of color, like it printed weird. I just thought it was so cool. I glued some paper on the back so you can write on it. This is an old greeting card. And I just cut the rose out, the embossed rose. And I sewed around the edge onto a really heavy purple cardstock. And then put some paper on the back for writing. There's another one of these in towards the back that I made to try to look like this one. I love this little pocket, a little short page, and put some lace on there. Antique book page. These little, some skinny tags. These are two are from Napkin. Decoupage. This is the Tim Holtz wallpaper. This says 1708, 26. That's May 26, 1708. I think that paper, the page is probably from Rachel. Yeah, because it's in Italian. There's the little charm. Here's a pocket made out of that Tim Holtz wallpaper. Another one. Here's one of the large. I keep like I'm showing someone. Good grief. The camera's not over there. It's up there. I hope I haven't really. This one has quite a big postcard thing. I have messed that one up by not leaving a lot of room to write. And this is just copy dyed lace paper. Oh, and the back has some of that napkin. This is more of that story. She's got some flowers, and they're talking about it. And at the very end, they're talking about how you blow on the dandelion and the seeds go traveling along. And that's the whole, what the story's about, traveling plants. And he teases her that you never could blow all away at one breath. This is the other side of that floral page with some more sparkly flowers. Tomb of Richard II. And then just alphabet in totally cool script. This was a pocket I made that I decided not to glue in, because I made it to be like a journaling card. So I was like, well, I can't glue it in. That was kind of silly. But it's full of little journaling cards. And this is actually like another pocket that you could put somewhere. It's got small journaling cards. And then this is a pocket made out of Tim Holtz paper. Anyway, I just tucked it all in here. This is some more of the Tim Holtz wallpaper, and I used it to make a pocket with some lace and some buttons. So there's little things to write on. This page has been decoupage over the whole thing. 3 more tags. Here's the little Victorian die cuts, another piece of that napkin. Love, love, love this with the gray, and then the gray lace. And another library catalog card. This one, the washi says, love this life. Beauty is all around. I love that washi. I hope I can find some more. I bought it you know, several years ago, and I really want some more. Okay, and then there's old paper. Here's parchment paper. The last journal I just did a flip through of has a page like this. This is a rub-on, and I was saying how I like to use it whenever I can, and I think it's becoming a thing where I put it on the parchment paper. It's hard to get it to go on regular paper. It just, rub-ons don't like to go on regular paper. I usually have to put like decoupage glue or something like this to make it slick so that the rub-on will rub on. Another lace pocket. This is another copy of a real postcard that I got from France. Another large journaling card with 4-leaf clovers. This is the other side of that 1852 book. A large tag with a butterfly on it. Place to write on there. You can write on that page. More alphabet script, and there's a little poem here. And then the alphabet and numbers at the end. The first book of the Fairy Queen, containing the legend of the Knight of the Red Cross. Some copy type paper. Here's two more. The tag, and then another of the large postcards. This one's lined on the back. And this little kind of a tag and a pocket in one. I made it from, this is the place my husband takes his chainsaw blades to get sharpened. And this little pocket, I was never intending to use it. I've seen people do that though, when they punch something out and then they use the piece that they punched it out of. And so I put, I think it's probably parchment paper back there, and I'm using that glittery stuff. I have to figure out what that, it's got to be stickles. I do think I have a copper colored stickles. Isn't that pretty though? And then just some little tiny tags. Not tiny, but small. Real pretty too, if you can see the like picture and the flowers and a little dragonfly. And it's held on there by a bulb pin. Held on to the lace pocket. Another lace pocket. Another lace pocket, corner pocket. This stuff is cool. The way it was made, it was just shouting to be a nice little corner pocket. This is some more pressed flowers that are just taped on. I mean, they're glued, but then they have the little pieces of tape on them to help hold them in. This is another piece of a napkin. Is that not gorgeous? I love these colors. And this is the other side of the front where it's Songs of Innocence, Songs of Experience, the William Blake books. And then the last tags. There's two more of the big ones back here. A big postcard with pink daisies, it looks like. And then there was a large one in this with the stamping on the corners. And then these little ones, the little Victorian girls. Some roses on dictionary page. And then this is the one where I tried to copy that greeting card. I have some of this shiny paper, which I thought looked a lot like that white rose. But on that one, the rose was embossed. This is just a large flower sticker. Backed it with the same paper, sewed around it. Kind of made a similar card. It's getting hung up on that lace. There we go. And then there's this Victorian die cut lady. Isn't she pretty? It was good with this pretty pink doily. And that's it. That's it. That's the antique book journal. I'm going to make more of these. I ordered some of Rachel's antique papers from Italy. And when I get them, I will make some more of these books. So that's it. It's really pretty. It feels good. You know, it's not the biggest writing journal, but you could always gesso on the pages if you wanted to, or if you're not a big writer. This is kind of for someone who's not a huge writer, but lots of pockets to tuck stuff into, and you know, you can add some paper to the pockets and whatever. It's a beautiful journal, so I hope somebody likes it. Anyway, thanks for watching. I've got some more journals coming up. I think I'm going to do this altered book maybe next. Either that or the little vintage one. I've got to get this one done. I've got to get both of these done because I'm ready to list them for sale. So they'll be coming, but this is the one for now. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.